blood, weapons, explosions. I don't think we had explosions. Whatever. So jump back in. It's hard because like Christmas happened. It's so much. So okay, and then on the top of this mountain, the fight. So the dragon has just ascended or further into the sky. She was already. I made it very clear. I was litigious last time. She was already afloat. I misspoke. I said she took off. I shouldn't have said it like that. Like she was already, you know, in like the Z fighters. Whenever they're like already floating in the air, then they
specifically.
Yes, but I also didn't mechanically want to take that away from Gryke. But like, you know, she wasn't there to begin with. I just described it wrong. Anyway,
she has already used 50 feet of movement this turn.
For what?
That was a joke.
This turn? No. End this shit this turn. No. No, that was before the last round. No, that was like 38 minutes before the end of the session. Okay. Anyway, as she's above you guys, she's going to. I didn't pinpoint this. Okay, what was the radius for darkness? Is it like 20?
It's a 20-foot radius.
So it's like a point and then 20 feet all directions.
Yep. Just add a 20-foot aura.
Yep.
So, let me get rid of some. I'm going to clear out some dead bodies. So sorry. I'm so sorry, orcs.
But you're cluttering up my screen.
I'm so sorry. I need to move stuff. So, above Gryke, next to this, I think it's hovering spiritual weapon. The dragon shifts a little bit. She's not going to use any, really. She doesn't need to use, but maybe 20, 15. We're going to go 20. We're going to go 15. Okay. Isendraug. In one mighty flap of her wings, she like scoots over easily 15 feet. Just like Gryke right above your head, just like darts really quickly. Again, awkwardly because it's like a stationary, like a hummingbird almost. Like they maintain stasis in space. Zaps over here real quick, and one more.
That's Blue Dragon.
And it's going. Well, yeah, no zaps. And it's going to. She roars back, and you can tell her chest puffs all the way up, and again these like ice, the snow in the air seems to like coagulate and come together, and as she's like turning in, taking in the ice, getting ready to blast out another breath weapon, she does this, but like she physically looks like she's doing this, but the effect is different. I'm gonna say she is 20 feet. I don't know what I said exactly last time. She's 20 feet off the ground.
You had movement, so she could have moved a little higher.
She doesn't need to. 20's there. I don't know. I'll do it. It's like this. These are all whatever, and it's not even gonna matter. Big heart thing. That doesn't matter. Okay. That doesn't mean 20, whatever. Oh, this could. There it is. Perfect. I'm using one of her things to denote feet in the air. Okay. From the point, Gryke. Yeah, Gryke, you were watching the whole time. So as the dragon darts in place and blasts down, you kind of brace yourself because you just saw what happened to the orcs. But it's not a similar situation. This it's almost like a like a fog machine, but on full blast comes out, and this is going to be an ability we're gonna call Cloud Chill, and it is going to be similar.
We're just gonna get like real mellow.
I'm gonna go my object circle. I need a 20. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh geez, I already did it wrong. Okay, I already did it wrong. I can make this bigger though once it's a thing.
I tried to draw some free text on the screen, but it's not letting me.
Okay, so I want to make this. Wait, what layer am I on? The right layer? Uh-oh. Now I can't select the thing that I just made. What? Oh, but why? Oh, God. I know. Put it back.
Just move everything.
Bad layer. Bad layer. Okay, well, sorry, I can't select the circle. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I'm trying to make it bigger.
Oh.
So it's, what, 15 now? So just one more? Is that right? Okay.
Is it a 20-foot radius sphere?
It's supposed to be 20-foot radius. It's a little bit bigger.
It needs to be one more wide.
Yeah, you did it does
Yeah.
Yeah.
oval. Sure.
There you go.
We get the gist. There we go. There we
Okay.
go.
So,
Now
but
you
it's
just
like
put that up in the top right corner and we'll be all right.
So it's like a sphere. More. Yeah. So it's like a dome, almost like a fishbowl. If you were observing from like the deck of the Neverweakend, it would look like like an isolated hurricane swirl flurry happening here. It's not like super fast high winds. That's actually when you guys approached, I should have described the scene better, but it's supposed to be harder. Like the surface is difficult terrain. It's all frozen over. The winds are howling up here. But in addition to this Isendraug has now created herself like a little ice palace, 20-foot radius cloud here. And y'all, she disappears from view from anyone there. So Gryke.
Well, first, can you tell us where it is placed? Is that where it's placed?
The cloud, yes. Right now,
Okay.
that's where it is.
Right where she was.
So Gryke and this kobold here and Goobrash kind of partially in there. This guy, anyone in the circle is I guess we can treat it as what
Obscured.
darkness? Obscured. Yeah, because you can't, even if you could see, there's things in your way. So yeah, flurry. And then Gryke, you at the start of your turn, you'll need to make a con save at the start of your turn while you're in there. But yes, you can't. Gryke, you're surrounded by this ice all of a sudden, and it's almost like those. Oh man, anybody see that volcano documentary where the people got stuck in the explosion or whatever, the eruption? But it's just like they were on a boat escaping the island, and the ash cloud just chased them down, and they all got.
Oh yeah, the guy
surrounded.
was running. It was like.
Yeah, nuts. Like so like that, but ice. So not quite as skin melty, but it is. It's chilly.
A little chilly.
Okay, sorry. So there's cloud chill. This swirling cold thing happening, and then that's her turn, and it would have gone to Job, but it's Mando.
All right, I am being late and just pulling up my character sheet on that other place.
That place.
So I cannot see this lady now, but
It's a big goof.
But we should know she's inside that area, right?
so I don't. Man, I wish I had something to like blow all this stuff away. Can I use a free action to yell towards 7 of 11?
Yeah.
So I'll use my free action to yell at 7 of 11 and say, 7 of 11! Steer the Neverweakend to blow away this fog. We can't see the Isendraug. And then I'll pull out my my ballista and my gosh, what's it called? My blaster that is now enhanced.
Eldritch Blaster?
Well, it's agonizing blaster. Yeah.
Agonizing Blaster.
Pull out my agonizing blaster and I will shoot at this kobold here that I can see.
Okay.
And attempt to blast him.
Gonna blast him.
So first up is I'll do the blasters first. So first to hit is a 24.
Misses. No, I'm playing.
For 10 force damage.
Oh, wow.
What? What's going on here?
Super kobolds.
Does he live?
He lives yet.
Okay, second attack.
Oh shit.
19 to hit for 14 force damage.
No, that one. Yeah, describe how that one. That one just like. So.
So now that my blaster's been like upgraded a little bit, it's shooting these black bolts instead of the red ones, and so I yell up to 7 of 11. Then as I do that, I swing my gun down, boom, boom, and then I'm about to turn to fire at just a pot shot at Isendraug with my Eldritch Cannon. That's a 22 to hit. Oh wait, it should be a disadvantage because I cannot see her.
And indicate where you're even aiming.
Well, I mean, I saw where she was before she cast the spell, so I have a general idea of where she is.
The dead center?
Yeah, I suppose. But, I mean, just based on the 5th edition rules, like I can, if I knew generally where she was, I can just make a blind attack and just have disadvantage to hit her. It's not like I'm like aiming a certain spell on a certain point that I have to actually choose where it is.
The hidden condition, invisibility condition, and obscured condition only grant disadvantage to ranged and melee attack rolls.
Yeah. So I still have a chance.
Right.
So the second one is even better. So 22 to hit on Isendraug.
I mean, well, I mean, the whole point of this ability that I gave her is to move once it gets cast. So if you're shooting where she was,
so you can say like she casts it, and then after that we don't know what happens, and like you can move her, but I still have an equal opportunity to hit her if she's within there and I can't see her. I don't have to know where she is. I don't have to like point out which hex she's specifically, which one I think she's in, and fire in that direction. I'm blindly firing into the mist, and that represents my disadvantage.
Now, those are the rules. Okay. You as the DM, definitely your decision.
Yes, so that's
those are technically.
Yeah, you as the DM do make a ruling. Sorry.
Well, fine. The damage can happen, but not like knowing where she is. So like you don't know which one hit.
I don't know where she is. I don't even know if I hit her. It's like you're the one that's like keeping track of the HP.
No, get out of here. What did I just do? Okay.
But I need to roll the damage
or anything like that.
Yes,
it's just like because the bolt would disappear into the smoke. Hey.
Yeah, it would. But I mean, it'd be up to you if like we hear a sound of, you know. But 13 force damage, and she is pushed back 5 feet. So if she is at the edge, and that 5 feet pushes her out, then maybe we do see something.
Okay, no. But okay, and you don't hear anything either. It's so you hear after she cast it's not a spell, but after she did her breath weapon, the cloud chill, she you could hear her like rummaging. So like let's just say like you were following the audio there, and with your blaster before you turn back to the other couple. So yeah, but nothing discernible.
Yeah, swing down. Into the smoke.
So just more chaos. The swirl, it just adds to the the ice swirl
So
happening.
imagine a secondary
And I will squeeze as far as I can into this corner. And then my turn.
Shit.
All right. Kobold sorcerers. Who's left? We got this guy over here. You'll do. Come here. All right. He's like on null here. Sorcerer. What do we got here? Woo! That Woodford's hitting tonight. All right. Dagger. No. This kobold sorcerer, seeing that you've got him cornered over here, and he doesn't have his friends with him. No pack tactics. He's going to bust out his daggers. Shank. Do some prison shanks your way for a 13 and 13. Yay. Misses both. Are you a wolf right now? Do I have the right thing? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm currently wolf, but none hit.
This little shit. He can't do anything. All right, and that's it for him. Is the other sorcerer still alive? Let's go find him. Yes, he is. He is not going to mess with. Ooh, I could do it. Oh, hold on. Let me think.
Can't see anything.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30. No. 35, 40, 45. 50. That would be right there. Okay. This sorcerer just, actually, I don't have to tell y'all shit. You don't see anything. Nobody sees anything. Just doing stuff. Nothing to see over here. Okay. There we go. That's it for his turn. He's going to do a thing. And that will be funny later. Maybe. We'll see.
Now, who else did you bless last session with your ability?
His,
Oh, I use my my ability. Yeah, I use the emboldening
Who
bond.
else did you put it on besides me?
So it was you and Noel, but y'all are too far apart now.
Oh, do we have to stay within a certain range of you?
No, I had put it on y'all too, so it's within 30 feet of each other. Or I don't know if all three of y'all were in there. I don't remember. But you have to be within 30 feet of each other.
okay.
Or it goes away?
You just don't
No,
gain
it
the
stays up for 10, and you just don't gain the benefit.
Oh.
until you're 30 feet with it.
So I have to be within 30 feet of
Yeah,
you
it's- yeah,
and
it
everyone
stays up
else,
for-
or just you?
Who he casts it on.
I'm within 30 feet.
So
Yeah, I think it was myself and Noel and Mando, because Gryke had already.
yeah, I remember
Dropped
it being
in.
the three of you. So yeah, as long as one of you is within 30 feet of the others, it'll work.
So we can chain it,
Yep.
essentially.
And it lasts for 10 minutes, so.
Good to know.
Or until I
not to
cast
get
it
too
again,
far.
All right. In the ice storm, one of the remaining kobold, the Icespire kobolds do not suffer the same detrimental effects in the ice. Not all of them, anyway. And he feels over. He made 2 attacks with his spear with advantage because something, and then because he had pack tactics, and then yes, only one of those hit for what was it? 7 damage. 7 damage against Grubrash, the orc leader, and then that's it for the ice spice. Gryke. So con save.
Something Gryke is very poor at.
Alright.
How was Grubrash looking?
Bloodied, but not like dead bloodied.
Beautiful. That's a 5.
Okay.
That's a big old 5.
Do you happen to have inspiration?
That is going to be
No.
9 frost damage or ice damage or what is it?
Oh,
Cold.
that's fine.
So there's that. Anybody else? No.
I'm gonna go refresh real quick.
Oh, and then on an initiative. Fuck! I keep forgetting things. You guys are. Man, fuck. This whole session's an advantage. Drunk DM asleep at the wheel over here. Wait.
Heck yes. Let's see. What is Gryke gonna do now? I feel like instinctively Gryke would backpedal until he was outside and could see. That just feels instinctual to me. He wouldn't press forward into an unknown. He would go back until he can see.
And then let's say what'd you move? 10 feet. So that you ate up 20 feet of your movement if you move 10 feet within there. Oh, you have a thing that doesn't slow you down?
Yeah, so what I'm imagining, it's the ring of free movement I have now.
Okay.
What I imagine it manifests as is like almost like an invisible presence of a bear around Gryke. So as Gryke's walking through stuff that should be difficult terrain, it's like a larger image of him is superimposed over himself in like where the terrain is moving through. That's what I think, like flavor-wise, it would really look like. I'm trying to lean into the bear thing.
Yes, that's badass.
So then we're going to. I guess I would. Oh, let's see this thing. We're gonna go 10, 20 right there. You know what? No, I'm gonna go ahead and dash and get up to right there.
He's fucked.
Oh yeah, because he does anything, he's dead. And yeah, that's all Gryke's gonna do right now.
Null already did something because he's already bloodied.
I'm at little dirt, you know. It's okay. Yeah, well,
no, the kobold. I was saying you bloodied the kobold.
Oh, okay. I was like, I mean,
last
the
session.
wolf kind of is a little, you know.
The other guy.
Gotta go with what I can see.
All right, Icespire orcs. What would y'all have them do? Just attack whoever's in front of them, or?
These folks over here should attack this one.
Okay.
This
Mando calling out. Merlin!
Yeah, I'm commander in chief. Yeah, these guys over here should probably spread out to encircle Isendraug and start throwing spears or something. Yeah.
Picking rocks up. Let's hear that echo of the.
Just chunking him in there.
Mando's over there poking his head out. You go that way. You go this way.
So like everybody
That's why I'm
launching
envisioning.
spears in there.
Well, they don't have any like shamans amongst them that are like healers, right? They're all just warriors.
Not the orcs. Not these.
Yeah, then they're chunking spears.
Nice. Or whatever they have. What are they, Man. Oh, that's right. God.
I don't know if what this breath weapon thing was a spell or not, but if it was, then please roll a concentration check when I.
No, ability. It's one of its. I mean, we'll call it layer action. I'm giving it. It's a young white dragon, so it doesn't like technically have any layer actions, but it has a layer.
Spell-like
So
ability.
Yeah. Cool with that.
Orc. Fuck. What were they called? Orc.
Water?
What was she? Claw of Luthic.
Yeah, Claw of Luthic and War Chief.
War Chief. Bam. All right, I got Orc, Deluxe Orc, Extra Deluxe Orc. All the orcs, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 can do it just, I guess at normal. Yeah, I mean, I'll give him a chance to get out.
Yeah, I would probably, this group here, I would have said help your War Chief, but I'm assuming the War Chief would have also said that.
All right, so I think I moved these two over here. So that'll be, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you fucking kidding me?
This one has enough.
These orcs are incredible.
Oh, they all attacked and hit.
What the hell?
Fighting for honor and for home.
Hey, that's their karma coming back towards Isendraug.
Seriously, and it's their home turf too.
They got home turf advantage. They should all have advantage.
It cancels out their ice disadvantage. Shit. So these two hit, and then Mergen, she actually doesn't. Oh, she can cast a spell. Well, shit. She could do. Do you have to see it?
Yeah, we want to see it. She's on our team.
No. Sorry, bestow Kerr. It says you have to touch, so that wouldn't work. She could try to guiding bolt. She doesn't have a range weapon, so.
Oh, I would recommend that she attack this dude then.
Okay.
This kobold.
So you got options here. She's got the Wolverine thing going on, but she's also a spellcaster. So we've got Bestow Curse that would be effective now, Guiding Bolt, and that's really it. That's useful right now.
Claw this dude.
I'm sorry. So she
really
has
good.
Cure Wounds. To answer your question earlier, I was wrong. So Mergen is the closest
she has
thing to
Cure
a cleric.
Wounds?
She's not a cleric, but she can do that. And then I'll roll damage for both of those orcs hit. So I'll roll damage. Oops, that was unnecessary. 1, 2, 14. Almost. I'm not gonna say it yet. What was that? What was that noise? Was that Discord?
Yeah.
What's happening? Authorized energy. Wait. What happened? Real quick, that
doesn't look real.
Wizard about to go fight. I'll post the video after. About to go fight. Got my ass beat, bro. I'm not posting this shit. That's gotta be fake.
It is. It's a meme. That's the whole fucking point.
I want real shit.
Yeah, DG was like, let me go fight with this thing against the community, and the community rolls against you, and they roll a nat 20.
It's not going great. It's not going great.
I'm sorry, I'm going through all the Twitter threads, and there's memes that are hilarious, but I don't want to spam, but that one was hilarious.
All right. What we set for Mergen, she's going to attack the sorcerer guy. With what?
Mergen, I mean, would she be more motivated to heal her chief or to go kill shit? I don't know.
Chief, she's. Let me look at you.
I mean, does she like secretly kind of want to be the chief? Like,
she looks over. He would have a different look on his face. I know he's like half covered right now, but he's not. He's bloody, but he's not like, you know.
Yeah, have her go ravage this.
In Dire Straits, gotcha.
Pissant.
Yeah. So we go full Wolverine on this guy, multi-attack.
Yeah.
And then at least one of those hits. Maybe both. One of those hits. Bam! So she goes full Wolverine, rabbit style, saliva going everywhere. And takes this guy down to, whoa, he's very, I mean, one more hit from like, what, Noel or Gryke, That's probably it
Stinky
for him. The sorcerer there. Okay, and then this group over here, you said you would have them continue. What was it against the dragon?
Well, I was saying that they might see that their war chief was bloodied and go to seek to aid him.
Okay, so stepped over the body of this dead kobold here. I mean, yeah, they can just drag him out of the line of fire here, and then position themselves in front of him, temporarily shielding him. So he's bloody, but like just barely. Like he has a lot of HP. He's a chunky boy. Like he's good. So, there's that. So no attacking or anything. They use their good. All right. No.
Okay.
If this one's got a spear and he hasn't already checked it, but yeah.
Okay, I have a couple of questions. Wand of Wonder. The spells that I get from it, does it expend one of the charges? Or is one of the charges strictly to roll the D100?
You roll the D100 and then whatever you roll is the spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can't just like randomly just use large and reduce out of what?
No.
Okay.
That's not that's the wonder part of it.
That's the wonder part.
Okay, cool.
Wonder what it'll be.
That's the okay, great. I also don't like that there's so many things around me, so this is great. I think what I'm gonna do then in this case,
I like this the least.
yeah.
Aim it towards the cloud kill, the cold kill.
Cloud chill.
Well,
chill.
Well, yeah, because the idea, there was two things that'd be great if I could just point and spell. It'd be like, do I reduce the dragon down to a tiny size so then we could just eat it? Or do I enlarge myself and punch it? Right? But we'll see. I'm going to take on this kobold over here and try to bite it.
Nice. And then Null's going Quantum Mania.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that. Oh, never mind. A 10 does not hit, I bet.
It does not hit.
Yeah.
He's pretty squishy, but that still doesn't hit.
Yeah. Because I'm rolling with physical dice tonight. So.
Oh, I was like, I'm still looking at the piercing thing.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Or is that it? You get? Null stays there.
Yeah, because I'm currently locked in combat, and I can't really use spells due to being a wolf form at the moment.
Or items.
You can talk, though.
Yeah. Because I can only do the one action.
I mean, if you want to use your inspiration.
Okay. Well, do I
Wait, you're a wolf. You're a wolf. You have pack tactics.
Oh, shit, you got bad tactics, dog.
Yeah, I was about to say I got pack tactics on there. So.
And he does
again.
it alone.
Does the 15 hit?
Yeah, roll that again.
Yes, that is the AC. Yes, 15 hits.
Okay, so 15 hits. I'm going to then roll the...
5.5.
You get to add your thunder damage too from that.
So 10.
I mean, no need to go for it.
Well, yeah. So basically, the idea was going to be that I'm going to fight to it, but I don't know if I can like grapple it and just like toss it around a little bit. Yeah,
Ragdoll.
like a dog and a bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, or a smaller dog that happened to us one time.
Yeah.
That was terrifying.
And because of the shock collar and I'm made of metal and everything, my fangs that dig deep into it just jolt with that electricity for that additional damage, which I don't, again, to your point, I don't think I need. And it was a 1d8 additional damage on top of that, but yeah.
No, you fried it. Like it was already eviscerated and then it exploded from electricity.
So I'm going to wave it around, and then I notice the two orcs near me, off to my right or so. So I turn around, stare the big one dead in the eyes, and I drop the fried kobold to my feet.
Tail wagging.
Yeah.
Did you
Did I do good?
Was I a good boy?
Was I a good boy?
You were the
That's
best.
it. That's
You'll see that meme. It's like, oh, was I a good boy? And then the Reaper's like, no.
Yeah.
You were the
Was I good? Was I good, OS? No, you were the worst.
Oh, the worst. All right, Cal, the cleric. Where's he at? Where is Cal? Oh, okay, there we go.
he's hiding behind the fire elemental.
Down
Oh,
yonder.
no, we can do the shit.
Watching this shit go down from the safety.
Hiding behind a fire element.
So
Right.
currently, I don't know. You could probably sense
yeah.
your spiritual weapon, but you definitely can't see it. It's in the cloud right now.
Yeah. Like, I don't know where it's gonna be, but I can't move my fire elemental. My fire elemental. What was your cloud? What does it do?
It is basically like a
Yeah.
what are those? The snow globe, the shake 'em up, and the
The magic 8-ball?
It's like a mix of fog cloud and
A blizzard.
other things.
it's like a really thick.
It's okay. So
Like there's particulates. There, it's almost like if everything stopped, it would be snow. It would just be like feet of snow. But everything's in like suspension. Everything's moving right now, so it's like really thick.
okay. So if I send my elemental that's like been forming all this time, he's fully formed now. I'm sending him into the middle of this area. He casts bright light.
We can see shadows. Yeah.
The
A
light, I mean, the
30-foot
light.
radius?
Well, the light would be obscured. It's not flame, right? It's not like fireball.
I mean, he's a ball of fire that is.
He's
well,
fire. So like,
It's a
I
bright
can
light.
imagine
now.
him going
He is
into
good. He sheds
the
bright
cloud
light.
if he were to like, float over there or whatever. Then yeah, he would almost start to steam. He would be like in a constant state of so actually his vision would get worse. It would just be a constant steaming effect happening.
Okay.
Which,
But would we be able to
No.
see a shadow from him being in there?
you would need
No?
points of reference, and you don't have any.
Well, so if you have a ball of light in the middle, if anything is in between you and that ball of light, it would cast a shadow, right?
No, because there's a million pieces of snow in the
That's what
middle
I was
of all those things blocking the light.
Like a
It's
hail.
it's thick, like 6 inches in front of your face. You cannot see because there is so much snow.
Okay.
It's not fog. It is not fog. It's physical
Got
stuff.
Got it.
Sorry, not physical. Obviously, it's physical.
Gotcha. Okay.
Solid. It's solid. It's not gas. It's not like a ooh, let's go play in the snow like a flurry or whatever. It's like if you're
Blizzard.
difficult terrain. Like I don't know if y'all caught that earlier, but well, Gryke gets out of it anyway, but because of his ring. But if anybody else tries to move through this, it's difficult terrain. There's so much. So
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna send him partially in until I don't see him, and then I'm like have him stopped. Because he does. If anything gets within 5 feet of him, they take
so
damage.
like, you're seeing him like into the general center.
Yeah, well, like right to where we can't see
So
him.
like just inside.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool. Let me back him up
And
a
so
little
I
bit
guess,
because oh damn it, dang it. You go back. Okay, so you guys watch him as the fire Cal commands his fire elemental to enter the swirl happening right now. Yeah, sorry, I didn't describe it fully earlier. As he starts to breach the outside, anybody see WandaVision, the show where they're trying to breach the hex? It's kind of a similar situation. So the fire elemental like punches it, and then just steam violently reacts and sprays back in his face. But then if he were to press forward, almost it's like with great struggle, he's able to push in there. But it's difficult terrain. And this guy, I'm gonna say he is. So there's a kobold right inside. Oh, y'all can see him. So there is so much steam coming off of this fire elemental versus what's happening in there that it's going to take out this guy just from the damage that's being done. Physics.
Awesome.
I was gonna say, better example, think Icewind Dale campaign when we were like trapped in the snow and we had to get on the axe beaks to like traverse or whatever. So effectively like that. It's like you're imagine just up to your neck in snow, except her ability, she's moving it. So it's like quicksand almost. So it's like constantly shifting solid snow.
Okay. Well, that's what I was wondering, because like if it's terrain, he's floating, so it's not really walking, right, but it's like anything.
A dome.
But it's moving around, so yeah, I got you now. Well,
and the longer he's in there, the bigger the steam cloud starts to happen around. And then that's gas, yes. So that would be a gas cloud that's happening in addition to this snow effect thing. I'm making one.
So the one that's closest to me, this guy here, I can hear it kill him.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna go and cast Cure Wounds. Yep.
Ooh, nice.
Cool.
Whoa, your healing energy goes over Gubrash, and he's very proud orc, so he would never ask for it, but he looks down, and this guy is like easily 8 foot tall. He looks down, and the cow just gives you the, soldier nod. Brr. All right.
Your skin's nice.
You're welcome. I can't see my spiritual weapon, but can I like pull it towards me?
So like that one would be a case where you have to pick a hex that you want it to make an attack in, because you have to move it first.
Wait, what? What's up? Like
the spiritual weapon, like in order to make an attack with it, it either needs to stay where it is or you have to move it first. Like that one is a case where you have to I have to pick a hex of where in this circle I want it to attack. Which you could do, just make it why not make a guess?
If it's within 5 feet of it,
battleship,
swing at it.
Yeah.
I mean, so I know mechanics wise, blah blah blah. But if y'all wanted to treat it like battleship, I'm fully prepared for that. That's also good.
Oh no, you sunk my battleship.
So this battleship's a dragon.
There was a huge clue. I dropped a huge clue earlier.
He's got a raging clue.
Such a big clue.
Well, I don't have access to moving my
why not
spiritual weapon, but I was just gonna pull it closer to me.
If you can move it, you can attack with it.
Oh, yeah, I can't do it.
You physically cannot move it.
I physically cannot do it right here.
Where would you like it?
Won't let me move it.
It has multiple layers. There's the. But didn't I buy artwork?
I couldn't group them.
I thought I purchased a thing, so I wouldn't have to.
I keep making them every time he casts it, just because I like making the little hammers.
Okay. I
redraw it wherever you want it to be, so you have control of it.
Yeah, just tell me where you want it. Like,
ping.
Well, I'm trying to
It's long press.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Long left click.
I see. So you move it right there.
That was me that did that.
Well, that's not me. Well, I'm doing it on the iPad. But yeah, let's put it right there.
Oh,
that's
God,
what I was
I'm
trying to
destroying
do.
you. Josh just. Sorry.
Now swing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
So there we
I
go.
move it
So
over
you
there and
can't
see if it hits.
see anything, but you're like Thor. You're kind of like recalling Mjolnir to you, and the mace. You can feel it.
Yep.
It's like you're sixth sensing because there's so much noise that you couldn't actually hear it, but you feel it coming toward you, and almost like you could sense a disturbance if it had hit something, but it didn't. It's just more trudging through the snow in there, but
Oh, so you don't want me to roll?
you don't.
Okay.
You don't need to.
Okay.
Essentially.
You don't
You
Okay.
guessed wrong.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have to. Cool. I was trying to find the page.
All right. Back to
right, that's my
Isendraug,
turn.
who is simply going to, we're going to shift her cloud.
Oh, I don't like that laugh. But the DM laughs is not a good thing.
And then she don't, let's see. With advantage, going to attack the fire elemental. It's thematic, you know?
Oh.
Cold as ice. Fire and ice, what is it? Blades of Glory.
Well, it takes I just do the 1d10 fire damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
When it touches it.
Okay, so
Is it if it
Actually,
ends
no.
its turn within 5 feet, it takes damage, or starts its?
Well, no, whenever it touches it, and then whenever it ends its
she'll
turn as
take
well.
that damage. But so she's going to make a bite attack that misses. I'm assuming that probably misses. Definitely. Yep. Oh man, that was one off. And then 2 claw attacks. Bam, bam. Are you fucking kidding me? Can y'all
Do you
see
have
those
the-
or no?
for it?
No, we can't.
No.
Well, then good, because they're all nat
No, it
20s. No, she missed every single attack against. Oh, and she takes damage. Good. So that's good. At least she'll move. So, what is it? 5 damage at the start. 5 when in the turn.
Yeah. Well, how many attacks did she
I mean,
do?
it's a multi
It
attack.
didn't hit any of them though.
One. Yeah, she missed
Okay.
all of those. So
Okay, but yeah, if it's within 5 feet of film, they take damage.
yes. How much?
Well, it's 1d10, or it just be the
Well,
average
five.
of 5. So,
All right.
I was just gonna say
So
the
it's
5.
And with that, Isendraug, the white dragon, is now bloodied.
the first time it enters a creature's space on a turn. That teacher takes 1d10 fire damage and catches fire.
Oh,
And catches fire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
It's
Yeah.
bloody and on fire.
it's a flaming beacon in its own.
So if
no one-
something else injured its area to attack it, does that
No,
still?
it says if the fire elemental enters a hostile creature's space and stops there, then
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Catches fire.
Gotcha. Wait. So I'm taking that back then.
A creature that touches the elemental or hits it while within 5 feet of it takes a
What's
d10
it-
of fire damage.
So she didn't hit.
Yeah.
She's still. Okay. Well, technically, barely not bloodied anymore, but we'll just call it bloodied. All right. That is her turn.
Okay.
That's it. She moved her cloud. That's it. Job's not here. Mando.
I'm kind of at a loss for what I can do to target this thing besides just randomly firing into the fray.
Have the Neverweakend.
I'm going to cast jump on myself.
Shit.
Well, first of all, how high is this wall here?
At least it's like a fully enclosed. I would say at least 10 feet, because that's like it has a roof there.
Okay.
This room.
My strength is 10.
Jump 10 feet.
So if I cast jump on myself, that triples that.
Does it have a roof? I'm like, I can't tell just by the map, and I don't remember. I've read this thing fucking 4 or 5 times. Still can't remember.
I mean, if it's like an enclosed space, I would assume it has a roof.
H19. Here we go. Orc War Chief's lair. Oh, nice. This was Gubrash's like lair. Roof. Yes, roof.
Okay. So then I'll cast jump on myself. You'll see this quick, and then my jetpack will fly me up, trying to get up top here. And I'm just trying to get a better vantage point of what's happening. Do I see anything different even now that I'm looking into the fishbowl or on top of the fishbowl?
You see the top of the fishbowl.
Okay.
It's just like literally like if you were to from ground level and then any other angle, it's gonna look exactly the same.
So
Except
then
now there is almost like a whale or a dolphin breaching. It's like there's this like piston spewing of steam coming from wherever the fire elemental is within the fishbowl. So it's you can track the fire elemental where it is by the steam coming out. You can't actually see the fire elemental, but you can see their effects of what it's doing.
Well, then I'm just going to blindly fire again with my bonus action of my ballista, trying to hit something that is well. So can I take a moment to use some of my other perception, like my other make a perception check essentially to use my other senses to see if I can determine its location? Like I'm looking for particular like swirls of the fishbowl movement for like wing beats, and like I'm listening.
If the I mean,
you can make it a disadvantage as well. I'm trying to discern its location because I have no other means of doing that.
Oh, it'll be disadvantage, but I'll give you something better to check though. History would be better to check right now.
A history check?
Yeah. for Mando.
I'm good at history, so sure.
So earlier, Mando would remember this kobold who, the dead kobold now, who attacked earlier, did so with advantage. Now, how would a kobold attack with advantage?
Well, it had its friend next to it before when it did that.
No, he was dead.
No. Its friend was
not
dead.
that friend, but like.
So while I hear that
now,
Mando was around the corner and didn't know that. Mando, that all happened in the swirly fun ball. I didn't know who was in there doing attacks. I was around the corner over here.
Oh, that's true. No, Josh would have known that.
Josh knows that. Mando doesn't know that. So Mando is still concerned with the dragon and is looking for signs of the dragon.
Well, okay, you would have known that somebody got attacked, Gubrash. How would have Gubrash get attacked from a tiny little kobold? That kobold would have needed some help, right? But his kobold friend was dead next to him. What could this mean?
Okay. Well, Mando's gonna take some general shots in this area right here.
That's a great.
Okay,
go ahead.
Still at disadvantage? if I guess the right area?
Just see what happens. Just.
All right.
If you're aiming, this is completely different. See, this is why I wanted this. If you're aiming at one spot, this completely changes everything. Okay. So yes.
So that's a 31 to hit.
It hits.
For 10 force damage.
Yes.
And does that knock it into the fire elemental? Because I push it back a little bit.
It doesn't, but how much? 10 feet?
It pushes it back 5 feet. So if it was here, it would have to cross through the fire elementals.
Not quite, but if it does, it is hit, and when it does that, the thing you were looking for earlier, like any kind of wing flaps or any kind of fluctuations in the cloud chill, yes, you get that after the hit. There's the envelope sinks in a little bit. It concaves on the like dimples on this section up here on the northern, I don't know, quadrant 1 up here, or no, that'd be the quadrant 4 by now. Yeah, northeast quadrant.
The Neverweakend never moved last turn, by the way. Did it? Was it able to move and try and dissipate any of the smoke, or I'm sorry, any of the deep snow?
The deep snow, yeah. So as it, the Neverweakend, yeah, I did forget to move him, but it's okay. So 7 steers the ship and he comes closer and he, gas, he gives it the gas, and it ramps it up, and it absolutely affects the normal blizzard snow that's happening anyway outside of the cloud chill, and you start to, it's just to swirl up and like clear out a way, and just like a chopper coming down to land, it's doing that thing where it blows everything, and if it was grass it'd be like sideways by now. So, but it is blowing everything around the snow globe. The snow globe's still like doing its thing. So it's swirling.
Not having a deep enough impact to
not deep. Yeah, it's like this. It's almost like quicksand snow. It's like snow quicksand.
So I will yell out to the Neverweakend to fly up, and I'll point to where I shot and say, "Levy your shot next."
Nice.
There.
And okay. I'll do you want to just like rain fire? But sir, our troops, do it!
Do it now!
Oh my god. Oh, this full circle. Oh man. It brings me back to a thing. I was going to escalate this fight, but I had a really hard 2 days at work, and I was like, no. But yeah, no, it was going to be one of those moments where like, shit, what's Thanos' ship's name? The ship? Can't remember. Whatever. When that moment where they're firing down, but then they stop, and then
and they turn.
And they turn up and they start firing at something else and you don't know what it is yet. But I'll save it. I'll pocket that for later. All right.
Ooh, dragons.
Yeah.
This dragon's mother.
Close. Okay, so yes, we'll do 7. Yes, he is going to rain down. And how many attacks does 7 get? Yeah.
All of them, the dragon's dead.
So
I can just think that while he's revving the ship up, I'm just clutching to I'm just clutching to him, making sure I don't fall over.
Oh heck yeah. Yeah, that's what we
I'm just like, I don't want to die.
You all see the rolls or no?
So yeah, that roll, it was a natural 20.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Wait, that's not double damage.
No, it's not. Why didn't I do that? What the hell?
Just
I mean,
roll
I'll
it
just
again. Add them up.
Did it? Fucking hell! All right, well that'll make up for missed turns.
Rain fire. This is a good fire.
Rain fire. So effectively, I want it to look like the phasers in Star Trek. So it's more like like they're burning. It's not like a pew pew. It's like a solid connect. Like anyway, so he's like burning down, and just because Mando provided like a 3D space where to, or what's it called?
I got like the laser gun where I'm like tracking it.
Yeah, paint the target. Rain fire. So, pretty much, and the dragon had not been able to move yet. So yeah, that's gonna take damage there. That's 44 fire damage.
Dang.
Fire elemental immune to fire damage?
It is.
Fucking hell.
Perfect.
Right? It'll just go right through him.
Yep, even better.
Fucking hell. So when 7 does that, I mean, yeah. Okay, so now the cloud, the whole cloud shield just kind of weakens, and for a brief second, all of the flakes just kind of stop where they are and like give. And for a brief second, you guys see Isendraug revealed just to the north here, of the fire elemental. But until she like shakes back, and then the cloud chill reforms just above her, but it's like weaker now. It's like it's moving slower.
Perfect.
So she's like right above fire.
I am my turn.
Okay, got it.
Fuck.
Place 3 cards
Right.
face down.
Kobold
Yeah, I don't know why there's not a better system.
You guys are fucked.
I don't know why there's not a better system for you to denote height
I know, right?
Oh.
in here.
Well, it's because on-aimed homebrew mechanic source takes place in non-Euclidean space.
I know, but you still need to denote height of how far. Like, if something's flying on this map, you need to know how high.
I'm gonna say, so y'all can't see it, but I have 40 for Neverweakend and 20 for Isendraug.
Perfect.
And then the
Cool.
dome, I guess, is only 20? Or would it go more?
It would be
it's
20. Well,
so
unless
20.
it's centered on
It's on,
Isendraug.
yeah, it's centered on her, my bad. So
then it's only just touching, it's only kissing the ground.
it would have been, yeah, so wherever but it's not like she can move within her sphere though. So it's not always centered on her. It was when she started. It was at the beginning. It was originally, yes, it was.
But then she can move it and move freely without the space, most likely.
Yes.
So Mando's 10 feet up.
I had to give her something cool. You guys were gonna like 2 round this thing.
I was shooting for 1, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorcerers. Man, Mando fucked my shit up when he jumped on the roof.
Kobold pops up.
I was very vulnerable in that little corner. I had to maneuver.
There's slits over here that were gonna be used, but now he's like the kobold who like dashed over there to get by you. You just jumped up on the roof. Now he's like, oh well. This is shit. Okay.
He points out.
Yeah,
where'd he go?
rocketed up to the roof.
He can
Execute the plan. Throw out the plan.
What can it? Ooh, does it have to be a point within range? So he just has to see it. Ooh, okay. All right. So he has to be within 120 feet, but he only has to see 20 feet. He's going to cast. So there was I'll just bring him to the token layer. Earlier, a kobold sorcerer fled into the orc war chief's chambers here, and he was going.
Just gonna like find me through that little hole.
Yeah, exactly. He was going to attack Mando. He would have been right there. Would have been perfect. But then Mando jumped, so uses his jetpack to get out of there. So it's okay. He's pivoting strategy. He's going to. Am I on the right layer?
Yeah, you're good.
There we go. move over just a little bit. So Mando, you're like, you're not right next to, you're above. And cast, he sees these guys over here out his little split, and that's all you can see really, because otherwise it's just like a cloud chill going on. And he's going to cast fog cloud. So here's your fog cloud. This is what y'all thought was going on there, and on centered on Gubrash. So he sees Gubrash and he's going to cast Cloud Cow. No, he's not. No, sorry. Fog Cloud. That'd be funny. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 20 foot. So it's like it's the same.
20 clouds.
Well, for that one, you can actually. Well, I guess it's Gubrash. You don't want to make that an aura.
Should be a different color. Okay, so the green is the cloud chill, the blue or whatever this is, pink. I don't know. Fog cloud.
It's a color.
Does as I watch this happen, does the swirling of the cloud chill just immediately eat away at the just cut out this part of the Venn diagram?
Yeah. Cloud chill easily dominates anything. This doesn't even penetrate. Yeah. And that's it for the other one's dead. So that's it for them. Kobold Dragon Shield. You're up. Just kidding. Are they all dead?
Are there any left?
They are 100% dead. I had some secret ones, but they're also dead. All right. Gryke.
Okay. Oh boy, let me think.
The druid.
Use your druid spells.
One of the druids, okay?
Oh. I'm the druid that doesn't use spells.
Yeah.
You're still a full caster, whether you like it or not.
I know. I've had the same spells chosen since I created the character. Gryke's gonna look to the big orc lady and be like, you think you can toss me to the ship?
Mergen, can she? Let's see.
I don't know.
Klobluthik. I mean, she's not that strong.
Gosh, I'm trying to move
You get within
this.
30 feet of it.
Yeah, you might be better. I mean, it's 40 feet in the air, though.
Yeah.
You might be better off just jumping and trying to Misty Step or something.
Yeah, because I can move 20 feet, jump 10 feet.
What are you trying to do? Are you trying to get in there?
Trying to get to the Neverweakend, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the Neverweakend so then I can get onto the Neverweakend, then get ready to drop in on the dragon.
Gotcha.
Then he just wants to drop straight down.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll move 5, 10.
Well, I guess you have the free action thing.
He's got the free action.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
That snow just slips right off of him.
Yeah, just jump right up, and then I will Misty Step to Neverweakend.
Well, hold on. Don't you have to see where you're going? For Misty Step?
Well, isn't the Neverweekend above the
Right, but you're blinded. If you're in,
if you went inside, you're blinded. Yeah,
you can't see shit.
Does seeing with your mind's eye count?
This is like X2, X United. I can only teleport to a point I can see. Believe in yourself, Nightcrawler. I pushed and it worked. Is that what Nightcrawler is? Basically, he's just like a Misty Step machine?
Pretty much, because he has to see where he's going, and if maybe he's never visited the place or seen a place, he can't go there.
Okay, I'll be real dumb. Gryke's gonna go to the one thing he can see in this area, which is the shining bright vortex of the fire elemental.
Fighting the steam.
Going to shout to Cal. Tell the elemental to throw me up.
What? What's he doing? Alright. Now I gotta pull him up.
Well, the DM says he's prepared for a session, and then we challenge him to that.
That's every session, though.
Right? The damn
moving the
jumps. Screw everything up.
On trying to grapple the dragon's mouth so it couldn't do anything related. That was my original plan.
I just looked at the fire elemental. So he has water susceptibility. For every 5 feet, the elemental moves in water, which work, yes. Every gallon of water splashed on it, it takes 1 cold damage. So if it's a gallon of water, we're gonna attack that like how many gallons of water? Well, it's got 1. So I mean, it's not a lot, but he will be taking some damage throughout this. It's very little, but he's still gonna
being whittled down slowly.
Yeah, he would eventually die. Like
I'm just going by like the base
rounds.
The base hit points it has. He's at
102. He's been in there for 2 rounds.
It'll be 2 rounds when it gets back to Cal's turn.
Yeah, once it gets back to me, it'd be 2 rounds. Oh,
I'm gonna count it now.
Full round.
Take that. 2 points of damage. Okay. Anyway, Gryke, what's Gryke's situation?
Gryke is going to allow the fire elemental to yeet him straight up, try to get up above, so he can get back to the Neverweakend.
Does that even work?
I mean, if Gryke can jump up 20 feet, you can
he's
just
got a 10 strength, and he
get
only
pretty close to hit the dragon.
I'm just saying, it's a big thing, so it'll give him a little like boost up. Because I can jump like 19 feet straight up in the air, like flat-footed. So
I'll say, if you're willing to take the damage as if it was an attack, then yes.
Yeah, I'm not afraid.
All right. I mean, you got resistance anyway. Also,
that's like
the damage. It's fucking bullshit. So okay.
So yeah. Meh.
But still, he sucks. So let's say he's even like 10 feet tall, right? But so there's still another 10 feet of cloud chill above him, and then there's the Neverweakend, which is 20 feet above that. So that's like you're asking to be thrown 10 feet through difficult terrain, which I understand you have the ring of movement, but you're being thrown. Well, okay, I'll even let that happen. But then like 20 feet after that, so like a thing with 10 strength is supposed to throw you 30 feet.
No, I just need to get me out of the sphere of influence.
Because it can move with him. It can grab him and hover up. Right? It has flight.
I'm not trying to get the fire element.
Okay.
I'm okay using Misty Step to get to the Neverweakend. I just need to get to a point where I can see it and be in range of it.
All right, so Gryke enters the cloud chill, fights through the steam, and this is
if you can jump 20 feet, I would argue once you got to this point, you would just jump and arc alongside the fishbowl until you got to 30 feet within the Neverweakend.
But I like this version because he takes a lot of damage. Whatever you want to do.
Like you're Michael Jordaning it like you're slam dunking up the fishbowl and then you bamf up.
Yeah, I guess that would make a little more sense.
I would say if Mergen and one of her, and you got Noel, if you were to be like, hey, can somebody, little boost, that would be way easier than
get a boost. But yeah, I guess that'll work. Okay.
Yeah. Better than an amorphous thing trying to lift you.
But them help. So like basically using the help action, I guess, as their reaction. Okay, whatever. Trying to help, or we can take fire damage. That's okay too.
I'm fine. That's okay. Jordan slam dunk, and
because I was gonna have him basically like okay, you need a ride, and then envelop you in flame, and they
Let you on fire.
just, like levitate as you burn. Okay, so yes, using if everybody's helping you, then you're able to jump up to the that's 40 feet. I mean, you've done crazier things.
Do you use Space Jam music?
Space Jam music. There's like 15 different cutbacks, and it's like the same shot over and again.
But with less problematic than R. Kelly. So like,
No, the first Space Jam.
What was that? 5th grade for me. All right.
On the deck.
Was it that long ago?
For me, you guys are a little bit younger, so 2nd grade for you guys. 3rd grade. First. It was a long time ago. All right. Gryke, you're on the Neverweakend.
Can anyone delete these circles that I made?
Back to
Anyone
Icespire
see this?
Orcs. We have Mergen, who and her friend here, who just like assisted Gryke. They are with Null. Oh, you guys killed that guy. Let me get him out of here.
Yes, we've done that thing.
Get that guy out of there. All right. What will we have? How do we command the orcs?
Yeah, I'll command him this round. I did last round.
No.
Smash.
No, Cal. I mean, that would no, you're right next to him. Cal, you're right next to him.
Well, do they got any more spears?
What? Sorry.
These are all friendly orcs, right? So I'm not attacking these guys back here. Okay.
Yeah, they're all friendly orcs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're friendly.
Noel gets confused. Eat Smurgan. No.
Don't
Why is this
eat.
guy over here just hanging out on the wall?
Well, they were like positioning to throw spears into the cloud shield earlier, but I guess they never moved after that.
Yeah, they're spreading out so that the next breath weapon that happens is
Kill them all, yeah.
it's less people.
We don't know where the dragon still is, do we? We just think it's somewhere in the one of the fog things.
We know that it's here.
Schrodinger's
What's it-
Isendraug.
Can we just command, so we've got these guys over here. Can we command those guys to kind of move up slightly into the sphere? And then throw their spears again?
Well, they would gain no benefit of being in the sphere when
That'd
they
be
throw
weird.
their spears.
John, can you
Did we
delete
do this
that?
red circle? What was this red circle here for?
I don't
Can you
know what
delete
that
that,
was
Sean?
for.
I was trying to put it for his bright light,
It's fine.
but I couldn't
And
move
it
it after
also
I placed it.
doesn't work while in there. If he were to, if he like steamed the whole place and there was no more snow, then it would work.
Gotcha. I was just trying to see how big it was, and then I couldn't.
So I'd
delete
say
it, so-
this orc
It was
needs
just
to
there.
move back out of the
Ooh,
cloud
Any-
chill.
The orcs in the fog area to kind of move out.
Yeah, the orcs need to move out of the cloud chill.
so that's 1, 2, 3. They all need to make con saves. I don't know if I did that earlier.
Doesn't
1,
that happen at the beginning of Isendraug's turn?
3. No, the whoever's the person's turn. So like Gryke did it.
Okay,
at
yeah,
me,
so they need
my
to
time.
make
Yeah.
con saves.
So 1 passes. I don't know. They're all equal. So this one passes. The one that is actually farthest out. So he's like the Venn diagram. He has the least distance to escape. He does not. He succeeds and is able to escape. The other 2 are going to take some damage. They fail their con saves. That is 6 and 7 damage. So one takes 6 cold damage. The other one takes 7. Da-da-da. and you're ordering them to disperse out of the cloud chill. That would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, but they're in the fog still, but that's better than cloud chill. And then 5, 10, 15, 20. Out. Okay.
The war chief.
So they're all out.
The war chief risks falling off since there's not all for him to run into.
Sorry, what?
The war chief risks like running off the edge since there's not that wall for him to run into.
Right? Oh yeah, that's where the Neverweekend was positioned earlier, but now it's nothing.
And he can't see anything. So.
Oh no, that's a good point.
We just saw it.
Shit, yeah.
Watch your step.
Oh man, and that's like not a little cliff. That's true.
Well, this is his place. So
I'll give it. We'll neutralize
right?
the disadvantage by like, wait a minute, I know this place. Like me walking around in the dark, in the going to the bathroom or whatever. Except wild card, the wife left shoes out. Dun dun dun. Trying to kill me.
There was a dead body.
Okay, so attacks. So Mergen actually what, spear attacks into the cloud chill, I guess, right? So they got javelins. All right, we're gonna do.
Mergen doesn't have a spear.
Yeah, she'll have to.
Mergen definitely hits the robotic wolf that's creeping her out.
Bad dog.
Grabs throws the wolf. She throws the wolf.
Yeah, she's covered in kobold blood after being Null.
What spells did you say Mergen had?
So effective spells she's got right now: Bestow Curse, Guiding Bolt, and that's pretty much it. And Guidance, but Guiding Bolt and Bestow Curse.
We could direct Mergen to hold her action to cast Bestow Curse when she sees Isendraug.
Nice. All right.
Well, Bestow Curse is a touch.
Is it?
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Sure.
See, Gryke, you should throw Mergen. Vice versa.
Yeah, maybe she holds her Guiding Bolt as an action, waiting to find Isendraug.
Guiding Bolt, guys.
She'll do that. The other orc is going to make a javelin attack at disadvantage and miss, and the other one's going to do the same. And that one actually hit.
Did it hit, Greg?
Shit. I got one javelin for 5 damage. Oh, she's bloodied too, by the way. She's more than blood. I mean, after the volley from
Neverweakend.
I'm sorry, I'm just moving that over so I can see this. So that was -5. Okay, and now, so the other orcs though, they're in the fog. So like, this is like what, triple disadvantage? How does that even work? Like, if they
you can only get single disadvantage.
That's it.
Multiple sources of disadvantage just give you regular disadvantage.
I guess I'll increase her AC a bit then for this. This is like wild disadvantage. Like, so we'll do 1.
Whatever you want it to be.
1, 2. Jesus Christ. I try and then still hits. I mean, timing wise, this is better. Okay, so he's got he did his battle cry earlier. He already did that. Did y'all remember? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's okay. Never mind. The Orc War Chief, that was last session. He did his battle cry, but it only affects that turn. So everybody had advantage on that turn, but that was not. Okay, so he's gonna do a spear.
Oh.
At disadvantage, which that misses. So, Gubraj is not so lucky, but the lower orcs are. Let me go back to the normal orcs. I forgot one. Okay, miss. So I guess 2 of them hit Isendraug, and I missed that one. So 7 damage more, 7 damage. And Isendraug, you can't physically see her, but if you did, she would be looking horrible right now. Bam. Not great.
That petition, by the way, is nearing 7,000.
Only 7,000? Damn. I signed under, like it did the autofill, so I'm Michael for this, but whatever, it still counts. All right, no.
So I'm not killing orcs this time. I don't know.
Cast a spell.
I'm wolf. I can't cast anything.
Well, you can drop your
As an action, though.
wild shape as a. Is it as an action or a bonus action?
It's a whole action. I'm not moving through it. Yeah. It's a whole action to do any of that kind of stuff. But you know what? I think that's what I kind of want to do. So
You think your dog is going to be able to jump up 20 feet?
It's those hydraulic legs.
I don't know where the dragon is or anything. The wolf itself. He was killing a kobold when the dragon was flying, so he doesn't know where it is particularly, but he kind of gets context clues of where people kind of.
That kobold's been dead for 6 seconds. You turned around since then, right?
Well,
you saw the rain of fire, and
I heard the dragon squeal from it getting caught on fire. I'm gonna run into this green circle thing, and as soon as I end up, because this is all darkness still, right? Like,
and it's double movement.
well, it's double movement, so you're probably out of movement right there.
Yeah, because I got 30 feet, so that's about right. Yeah, but that's my movement, and as soon as I end up in the mist, if you will, I'm gonna drop the wolf form and go back to Noel himself. That'll be the action itself.
Okay.
And the movement. So I think I positioned myself. I don't know. We'll find out.
Bonus action spells?
Let's see. I think
Well, he's wild shape, so.
No, he just dropped it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So Flame would be, that may actually come in handy. Because the fire off the blade can use as a light in the area that I'm in.
Well, light's not working in this.
Not really.
No? Okay.
It would only actually start steaming, boiling steam.
That could be interesting. Yeah, I'll use that. Flame blade.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a bonus action, so I cast that. So as soon as I transform from wolf to robot, you see this in this. Well, you wouldn't see this, but imagine the seamless transition of wolf running, transforming into robot, and he rolls, and then as soon as he gets up, he just flicks his arm and then blade. Yeah, turns into a flame blade. Yeah.
And then you're like, fuck, can't see shit. The hero pose, you're like, the flame blade looks so badass. Like, I am completely blind.
Wait, did you want to see that?
Cannot see your flame blade.
So, is the damage if you enter into that space, or end your turn in that space, or start your turn in that space? That's when you take the damage.
When you start your turn in the space, roll a con save or make a con check.
So next turn he'll have
con save.
Do the con save. Okay.
Start your turn.
Yeah. That's it. That's the bonus action, actions, moves, all the good stuff.
Nice. Cal.
You're in smoke right now.
All right. So. Yep.
Whiskey.
I am going to back out over here. That's 25?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Because we can sort of see where my elemental is at.
Probably not.
I can see. Well, you can see steam. Can't see any light.
I think that's
which is why it's interesting that I could use steam.
Can Cal, from his current position, see his fire elemental?
Where's Cal? No. You could see, but you could kind of triangulate based on where the steam's coming up.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was thinking. Where the steam's coming up, and I knew the. So I'm going to fire.
That's your fire elemental. Good. Yes.
No. Not add the fire elemental, but higher because I know
nice.
Isendraug was flying. Would I roll?
It's
twice?
still a disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. I mean, you
And
can't.
I'm
see it, so it
aiming
has to be a
above.
disadvantage. It's
Yeah.
How do fuck? I didn't think about this. Something good to make a just roll, just a normal attack. It worked itself out. This is the right answer. Okay.
All right.
So
it's a 15.
15 misses.
It's a 15 hit. 15 misses. Okay. 15 misses. And I'm gonna swing my spiritual weapon over there.
See there again. So this one, I'll say disadvantage because you can't see either thing that you can't see the thing you're trying to hit with. You can't see the thing you're trying to hit. You do know kind of where one of those things is, but or both, I guess. But it's a lots of ifs going on.
Okay. So disadvantage would be 16.
Oh yeah, it still misses. Yes.
I misses.
Did he move it first, or was he in that same position?
Yeah, it needs. Well, yeah, moving it towards fire elemental.
Why can't
I cannot move it from my screen.
Is there a different layer?
Here we go.
Yep.
There we go.
All right.
Whoa.
That's my turn.
Isendraug. Dun dun dun. All right. Gryke, you're on the ship, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm seeing everything flat. I'm like, all right. Okay. Yes.
Looking down into the
Isendraug is going to. The thing can't see her. Okay. She's moving her cloud again. Ooh, no, you know what? This is y'all's fault. You put the idea in my head.
Oh, come on. What idea?
So her cloud chill is now overlapping the fog earlier, and Gubrash is completely enveloped, and his orcs are over there, and dun dun dun.
So this mist
Good thing I
just
got out of the
moves and everything. So the area we're in is clear now.
Yep.
Now you're clear. Now,
So Noel sees
we got
his
a
friend.
saved action, right? Or nobody sees the dragon yet.
No saved action, but the mist disappears and Noel notices a friend nearby and he just waves his flame sword.
Oh, hey!
And Mergen's still waiting to see the dragon, but
Yeah.
Oof! Fuck! All right. The dragon. So nobody sees anything except for the snow globe moving, and you can see this fog, this dense fog. In addition to the blizzard that's happening, but it's barely more than the normal environment that's already happening, on the top of this mountain. and then you see Isendraug's cloud chill just completely take over that fog cloud, and now it's overlapping the edge of the cliff here on the surface. And oh god damn it, we're 2 hours in. I just remembered difficult terrain. So the whole roof is difficult terrain, all of it. Like it's all frozen over, and it's all supposed to be difficult terrain, and I fucking forgot.
So. Just manifest skates on his feet.
Yeah, right. Gryke obviously does not affect you, but like everybody else.
Al, you probably wouldn't have been able to get so far.
I mean, it would have affected minor things, but I mean, there hasn't been like an amazing move that was based on speed that's happened so far. So okay. Anyway, unfortunately, she does multi-attack, and she's going to bite and swipe twice with her claws, and I hits. That's on Gryke. And I did
just for our sake, after you resolve those attacks, I'm assuming there is a opportunity attack that the fire elemental gets to make.
So it can't see, it couldn't see anything. So how would it know something's disengaging if it doesn't even know it's there?
Well, it would have disadvantage on the attack, but it still gets the attack.
How does it know it's leaving?
Because not everything relies on just sight. It's got 60 feet of blind sight, or I guess dark vision, not blind sight. Like there's more senses than just vision in the game.
Right, but in an environment that is completely controlled by Isendraug, this is her realm. It's like being like when you're doing the mind games, and it's like, oh, you're in my brain. I control the things here. So in her environment, if the thing was 5 feet away, and I'll let the damage from it just being a fire elemental do its thing. Let me go back to that. Touch. I mean, sure. Yes. I mean,
making an argument for the fire elemental. You obviously get to make the ruling.
Yeah, exactly. So yes. It doesn't even have to do disadvantage. So she can take 10 fire damage.
A D10, yeah.
Just because it's 5. Okay, so 5. So
5
just because, and it won't be disadvantaged because it's like the fire element of it, like that part of it, it's like canceling out. So yes, it's so thematically, it's not like, ooh, get back here. It's more of a just, I am made of fire. you are near me. You are now hurt because I am made of fire. Okay. And then she does those attacks on Gryke, and let me get back to that. That was a bite, and then 2 claws. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ha ha ha. Gryke. You can't see anything, but you hear just a grown man's voice, just immense pain, like being gutted. The sound. Very bloodied. Gryke. They're in the now it's no more fog cloud. Now it's just the snow globe effect happening. And I guess everybody's out of it.
All the players, yeah.
All the players, yeah. All right. That is it that's it for Isendraug. Job's not here. Mando.
So hearing Gryke, I kind of heard where this happened or so.
Yeah.
And what I would like to do is I will reach behind myself, pull out this pulse grenade, click the button. It's powering up. I'm going to throw it.
Oh, shit.
Right here.
Okay.
And that's going to create a 10-foot radius sphere. I'm casting shatter.
Ah.
And my hopes is because shatter does a non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage of this intense like noise, intense thunder damage essentially. I'm hoping I can shatter every icicle that is in that moment, in that sphere, causing visibility essentially, so that Mugrash can get her guiding bolt through undisadvantaged.
Yes, 100% because of how you described that, and I like it. And Shatter's a good spell. I use Shatter. It's a good one. So is this correct? Do you see the circle there? Is this the center?
Yeah, this is the circle. Yeah.
So let me think.
So it's essentially,
zoom in with your mind's eye to macro lens, and you're closer and closer and closer. You go to the, it goes from just like a complete ice wall down to land. You can see like the individual snowflakes. You know, each one's like unique in its own. It stop time. They start falling, and then all of a sudden, Mando with his what is it? You threw a grenade in there.
Like a pulse grenade, yeah.
So everyone, where it's like peace, serenity, almost like frozen in time, perfect. Everything's, and then wave,
just like reverberation, yeah.
Exactly, and you zoom in on each little unique, beautiful snowflake as it just like shatters into nothing. So that what would that? So yes, and it turns it like blasts out like an immediate not a cloud, but just like regurgitated a shitload of snow, like tonnage, like multiple tonnage, just heaves. And we're gonna do actually so this is gonna have slightly funny consequences because poor Cal, let's see.
Hopefully Cal jumped off.
Actually, I need to draw a square.
For me.
So from this, so you took out like a whole quadrant of this cloud chill, but what that did, let's see, let's get this over here. Put that's too big. That's too big. Circle's better. So yeah, I really just wanted to get Cal. So Cal, as soon as the cloud chill is affected this way and shatter is cast on it, it completely disrupts the hurricane, the type effect that's happening here, and it turns this quicksand type of the quicksnow. We'll call it, quicksnow. It when Mando throws his grenade in there, boom, it immediately loses all of its like power that it's going, and it just like dumps onto Cal. So Cal, you are now buried in 10 feet of snow. On you and your orc friend here. This is 10 feet of snow. But cloud chill is dropped. It fails. And Isendraug
needs to make a DC 17 Constitution check.
For Mergen?
Well, no, that's for the shatter spell.
Or shatter. Oh.
That circle is inside the circle you drew.
So. Well, I moved her.
Hit us with less.
That's fine. Okay. So what, con save?
But then yeah.
Con save DC 17 for 9 damage.
Bam. Why didn't it go? 6! What was it? Woo!
DC 17. 9 thunder damage.
Shit. Okay, no, she fails. And 9. Let me click on the thing. Okay. Am I not on the right level? 9 thunder damage. So, close. It's getting close.
At that moment, Mergen's held action also goes.
Mergen's guiding bolt. She was holding guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt, and then I've still got my bonus action to try and shoot her with my my force ballista.
What does she have? A plus?
That doesn't put her down. I'll be jumping off and chopping off her head next.
I thought Guiding Bolt was a
It's
to hit.
like a spell. Yeah, it's a 2-hit attack.
Spell attack.
Why can't I do that? Where's her? Does he have a spell? What's her proficiency 2 aggressive? Oh, sorry. Okay, +4. 16. There we go. Okay, 16. Okay, so 16 misses. Okay, so she burns. So Mergen has been like just having this like orb of energy ready to go. She's been like nursing it for like half a round, and then as soon as Mando throws that grenade in there, boom! Cloud chill gets dropped, and she's like, "Oh shit!" So it's like I think just too much time had passed, and she's kind of like, whoa! So she does launch it, and she's technically ready, but like misses, and it goes flying past there. We'll say it hits just under Mando's feet, like you're on the roof, so the hits the top of the.
Well, so she does that, and then I use my bonus action to Eldritch Cannon her.
Oh, nice.
That's a 22 to hit.
Woo! 22 hits.
For 6 force damage and pushing her 5 feet downward.
So 15, nice. So she's 15 off the ground now.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then I guess I can't push her downward because I'm at 10 feet.
Oh, she'd be up.
Yeah.
So did you push her up?
No, I just push her away from me.
All right, she's still at 20, and I'll move her here. Nice. Mando staying on the Gubrash's pad.
Yes, I am staying up here. I'll move over 1 though, and back 1, just because I don't want to get pushed off the edge.
I was about to say sorcerers are dead. There's still one. He's still kicking.
Killed himself yet?
We got, what can he do? We got, ooh, okay. So, there's like 1 kobold left. The one who fled earlier. He's at full AP too. So he is like panicking by himself. He's protected though. Mando's on top of him, but I don't even think Mando technically knows he's here.
I have no
Nobody has sensed this guy actually. I mean, I guess at the beginning of the battle, before any clouds went up, then if you remembered that there was one more, but
we would know there's one afoot, but we have no idea where he's from.
Yeah. Also, you guys went like straight to the top of this. Y'all went like straight to the end. There's like, anyway. I mean, why give them a ship? You know. Anyway, so he can't really do fucking anything. He's gonna cast Chromatic Bolt because he can't do anything else. He's going to try to hit Gubrash. He sees that his patron dragon is really going after this guy, and he recognizes him. So he's going to. Ooh, haha! That actually hits. Look at you, Kobold. I think yes. 18 hits for 9 damage. Gubrash not looking good. That's all he can do, and the dragon shields are all dead. Right? Yes. And Gryke's turn.
Yes. Gryke is going to rage. Now that he can see his target, who has continually just been running away from him at every turn, is going to a little bit and leap off of the Neverweakend and onto the back dragon.
Nice.
And from there, he's going to use all of his might, take his sword with 2 hands as he's coming down onto the back of this dragon. Come on, baby.
You're still
Dragonslayer
right?
sword, as you said?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
That's a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
So that's gonna be this damage.
Is that 13 plus 9?
Yeah, plus additional 11.
Your rage and
27.
Yeah, because it's rage. And
okay, so back up. Okay, so
Does it kill it?
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
So I'm imagining Gryke takes a running leap. He is mad. He is so angry that this thing has kept running away from him. As he's leaping off, he yells and just screaming as he's coming down. How dare you run! And he's going to start spinning. He's going to retract into his shell and begin spinning with the blade and become like a whirling frickin' rotoblade. And Gryke will land a 40-foot drop, so I will take 4d6s of fall damage.
Worth it.
But
oh god,
he's definitely decapitated.
Yes! Let me see this in person.
Oh my god. Yes.
So that's 19 falling damage, but minus.
That's great, Josh.
And as Gryke lands onto the snow, the dragon's head falls, but hits the ground behind him.
Fuck yeah!
A massive blood splatter.
No, just sitting there in amazement at what the thing just leapt into the air.
Yes!
Dragon is dead, and he's like, okay. I guess I don't need this anymore.
like one of those old lighters that you can't like put out immediately. Like,
yeah, he's like waving around.
Sticks it in the snow.
Shit. So yes, as Gryke comes down with like, we should like add a mechanic for gravity. If that happened again, there should be like added. You know,
you just have the Spelljammer stuff for gravity.
Well, I mean, like as far as like, so if you're falling and you're attacking, I feel like you should get more oomph with your.
For every 10 feet you fall, you could do an extra d6 of like
right
bludgeoning damage or something.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair.
Into that, okay.
Is that in the mechanics?
Energy.
That's not a real thing, no.
Yeah,
But
and
that should be a thing, though.
Technically caps at 10 d6s.
Think about it. You swinging on someone's neck, like just standing, versus you swinging on someone's neck after you've fallen 4 stories.
Yeah.
That just means if I get somehow a rock the size of a city, I could create the apocalypse because of how high I am, and I drop that rock. Basically, it's Age of Ultron as I'm dropping this rock.
No,
That's just dangerous.
We need null gargantuan size, and we'll throw Gryke at things.
Gryke just puts on a space helmet with a visor, is like, launch me!
Eventually, when you get to be when you can like transform into elementals, Gryke can like do super jumps and then transform into a rock elemental and just like be an asteroid.
I wanted to jump 3,000 feet in the air and turn into a rock.
But that was my original concept for Gryke. It was not elemental, but it was to get to Mammoth, and I was going to call it Mammoth Drop.
Mammoth Drop.
Just get to like 100 feet above something and just Mammoth.
I'm just waiting to turn into Mechagodzilla at this point.
So in my head, well, technically, so yeah, congratulations, yay, fuck. That's the Dragon of Icespire Peak. That's like so fuck. In my head, if this was a movie, we have now. So like I used the Mandalorian's theme to like kind of set the stage for all this, and then obviously Mando took that and obviously did his thing, which is set the tone for. I did not intend for this to happen. I thought it was just a cool song, But holy shit, it has absolutely set the whole tone for this adventure. And it was always my thought, and all my playlists and whatever, like at this moment, this is where not to try to say that our story is like theirs, but this is the moment where I would want the Book of Boba Fett music to start. So that boom,
yeah, I was gonna have like Mando like rock it down to the dragon and be like, well, you know, glad we finally were able to clean up that mess, and then just kind of like throw his cape behind him and start walking away, and that's when the
Yeah. And then the post credits thing is Mando and the orcs and other stuff talking about how they divide the meat up.
Yeah, exactly. Then we go back to the monster parts. Okay, if I take the liver, does that give me?
Well, you have your elemental,
right? And there's this fire melter, like, what do I? I'm here now. I'm a fire guy. Oh shit! Cool. Okay, so yes, that was the Dragon of Icespire Peak. That's like the intro, the essentials kit.
Heck yeah.
This was my like
very lucid.
Mirrored. So my what do you call it? Crutches or training wheels. For DMing. This is like, I mean, Josh has seen me, like I've only DM'd like a few one shots and then a really badly failed campaign, and then like at home with my son and my wife, and then I jumped straight into this. So this is awesome. So this is like, it would have been the end of Act 1, except for Moesco's a big deal now, so it's almost the end of Act 1. You know, fuck it. No, this is the end of Act 1. This is the end of Act 1. Moesco's the bigger deal now because you guys did that. So this is the end of Act 1, and Moesco's going to be a bigger deal. So that's what's up. All right. Let's assume all the... Oh, and I'll do monster loot, too. I have those PDFs. I'll update all that stuff. But
we out of initiative?
Oh. So... I mean, there is one like kobold left.
So
we just turns over to the kobold and stares him down.
Yeah, he's terrified. He would just like shit himself and run, or cower. He would cower. Yeah, cower and beg.
Okay. Can we keep it as a pet?
So he's one kobold over this whole castle here, or fort.
I mean, a kobold sorcerer, though.
Why do you think I want to keep it as a pet?
I mean, we can be like, we killed your god. Who's your god now?
The last time a group of mine of adventurers that kept the thing as a pet, we fed it to owlbears and got away from being killed.
Oh God. Well, well, okay, you know. I mean, unfortunately, in the real world, that's what you do.
Loot aside, can Gryke grab one of the dragon's teeth as a memento?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Are you just like making a necklace of teeth?
Mando would have gone to Moesco and Mergen. I'm sorry, would have gone to Gubrash and Mergen, and given him a little bit of a our forearm grab.
Yeah.
You reclaimed your home.
Gubrash. So Gubrash is bleeding in a few places, and he has a missing tusk and some teeth here, but very strong. Black eye. Even some hair is gone. He got hit so hard, like he got like pseudo scalped right now. But he looks at you and he's just like, zeal, just joy over his, because he's almost like tearing up because this meant so much to him, and you guys have. It's been like a long journey to get here, and this is huge. So these guys they were already in your debt. Now they're like, I mean, whatever you want them to do. They fucking love you guys. So
they let us bring word of our victory back to the tribes so that we may prepare for our greater foe.
Fuck yeah.
Using this as our stronghold.
Yeah. Yeah. Sweet.
We now have a place to live.
Or at least to visit. You can live here.
Yeah.
Hey, go for it. Yeah.
I would say I don't know if we've earned a membership in the orc tribe, but we've definitely earned their respect.
It's also very cold. Very cold.
You guys feel cold.
I might summer here.
Well, no, you're like, you don't feel cold, but you're moving a little bit slower.
Yeah. A little bit of buildup of ice and stuff doesn't do the joints very well, but
right?
I mean, this is a place that we could come and go freely, right? Like, now we have a, to your point, stronghold, but we could store caches of weapons and other things here.
In our army of orcs.
In your honor.
And the one kobold that's a pet.
And
he's a door guy, right? He's the
if you guys want to dedicate some downtime to, like, I don't know, orc fortification or like orc, I don't know.
Conservation.
Yes.
Conservation.
Or at least these.
That's what we're calling it. It's the Orc Conservation Castle.
Yes. The Icespire Project. Go to icespire.org. Donate.
For just $1 a day.
Oh, a day, yeah.
You too can make a difference.
Job is in taverns going, in the arms of...
Oh, that's how you use your kobold. Instead of sad puppies, you bring the kobold around.
You bring the kobold around. That's great. It's right there.
Oh my god. Okay, and then Mr. Business got eaten, right, at some point?
Yeah, Mr. Business is supposed to
consumed whole.
Didn't Mando do that in the episode where he like cuts himself out of the
belly?
The Kraken.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome. I rewatched that episode before last session. Actually, I rewatched that episode. So cool. All right. Well, I mean, I didn't have anything planned, but what do you guys want to do?
I searched for the horde.
Yeah. I the flame blade goes out, and I figured we'd walk around and find out what's around here. So
Only a young dragon, but there should be something, at least like a chest.
I mean, what else does a dragon guard?
I can. So I mean, I don't have the monster loot ready, but I will do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a separate thing.
Yeah, you'll get your loot within a 2 to 3 day.
Just contact Watsy.
I definitely feel like we should take the head back to town as proof of the dragon menace is gone, though.
Yep.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, if you guys had gone on foot, there's like little micro treasures that you would have encountered, but like everything you've gotten so far is like way better. There's also this also complicates things because a lot of this was it assumes that the orcs are enemies, and that you would have, you're not helping someone reclaim, like, that's you guys. That in the script, that's not what happened. But,
well, we just take whatever.
I'll say Isendraug had her own thing going on, because like in all this this describes the stuff you would have taken from the orcs' rooms, and I feel like that's kind of fucked up. So instead,
liberation tax.
We'll do. Oh Jesus!
You're nice.
You're welcome.
35%.
Man.
Gross.
Yeah, it's like Maui's song, just a little bit off the top. What, 80%? Hey, you're welcome.
25% of everything over 750,000.
Right.
We just turned into a Disney movie.
Even if your actual profit's $0, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, so do y'all want what's actually here, or do you want me to wait and come up with something cool? Because
Yeah, just wait.
I'm good with that cool thing, yeah. You know,
so I mean, you guys have already gotten
A dragon head. I'm good.
you have a ship. So I'll come up with something because it's 450 copper pieces, 182 silver pieces, and 100 gold pieces. Like, I mean, if you really want that, take it. I will put it in the chat here. 450 copper, 182 silver, and sorry, it's a cracked spyglass worth 100 GP. Like, that's like nothing compared to what you guys have gotten before.
It's a spyglass worth 1,000, right?
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. The Neverweakend treasure is much better than the Essentials Kit treasure.
Well, if you have the mending spell, you can make that cracked spyglass worth a regular spyglass that is worth 1,000.
Boom. Is that right? Is that true?
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which Mando will take before you sell it because he needs a scope.
You go with his captain's hat.
Oh shit! It is 1,000. I thought you were bullshitting.
And I believe Null has the mending spell.
Or a spy. Wait.
I do.
Yeah,
Yes,
mend this for me so I can attach it to my rifle.
Look,
No.
spyglasses are a luxury item back then. It's glass and finery work, and it's very ornate.
Special curved glass.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
What was that movie that he puts it up to his eye and he sticks his sword out like they're they're here?
No one is the item that made the requests, by the way, just to...
Okay.
Have your fancy jewelry thing or whatever he says as he give it back.
Yeah, 100% we'll take that.
I will. I'll have a better treasure. That's pretty lame. Actually, no. That's So okay. So it's okay. It's okay. So Dragon Barrow was like huge. In the story, there's like barely anything there, but you guys got every conceivable toy there is in the game. And then after that, this was actually so the treasure cumulative. It's kind of it's more impressive, but again, that's like raiding your now allies' rooms, and that's weird. So
Yeah, I don't think we need to do
it will
that.
come in other ways. That's
yeah.
It's just weird to happen here. Also,
We didn't do this for the
Go ahead.
riches. We did this for a vendetta.
Well, we did this to fulfill our agreement with the Icespire orcs to get them to help us to fight against the Anchorites of Talos. We did this to get to rehome them out of Butterskull Ranch.
Yeah.
And also for the Dragon Sword, but that was assuming that the Dragon Swords was separate of their shit.
no, yeah. I'll have better loot in the. I'll add some in the monster loot. I mean, that by itself, that's a ton, because I'll add in everybody who's been deleted, who died. So all those together, that's gonna be a ton of stuff. And if you guys want to do the thing where you mend the weapons again, because that's going to be a thing, it'll pop up. It'll be like broken, you know, this or that. That's cool. There's also, I will add in, could we just do this right now? Y'all want to do it right now?
I'm fine with it. I should probably go to bed, but otherwise I can.
I mean, we'd roll right now instead of me figuring it out. We would just roll.
Pull up the loot table.
I mean, we still need to like spend some downtime to like make a couple of bag of holdings and use all these materials.
So let's pause on that, and then resolving Icespire hold. So you took the best of the best and assaulted and overcame, but we left probably the women and children, the old guys, whatever. They're back at Butterskull Ranch, and so we'll spend. How long do y'all want to spend to get ready for? I mean, I don't want to railroad, but like, what are y'all thinking you're gonna do next? I think I know, but like the next big thing you're gonna go after. What do you think? Probably Moesco, or?
I mean, to me, the next thing is Moesco, because we gave the other quests that we had to that smaller adventuring group. So it's just Moesco.
I think that's where, yeah.
So, where was I going with that? Like, yeah, okay.
Now you know. I can move on.
I assumed, but now I know. And now they're going there next. They'll have a thing. Okay. Yes, I will. In the loot chat, we'll do a thing. Okay, sorry, my bad. How long do you think you want to? Also, like, what's y'all's strategy? Is it going to be like?
Weapons, hit him. Yeah.
Is it going to be similar where you come in with some orc help, or are we going into Tower of Storms like just the crew of the Neverweekend, or what would it?
I think we need to gather more intel on the Tower of Storms, because we don't really know anything about it. So I think it would behoove us to beseech the orcs for whatever knowledge that they have of the Tower of Storms, and then maybe I think it'd be good to reconvene with the group that we met in Phandalorian.
Believers?
The Believers. The meeting of the Believers. Reconvene with those folks to tell them that we are going to be making a push against the tower, because like that's supposedly where behind all these like giant attacks and these cults.
Also need to bring the dragon in the other tower.
Bring them the head of the dragon. Yeah, like we need to like reconvene and not. So this is Mando saying this. We can't be lone wolves as we've been so far. This is a greater threat that we need to continue to gather our allies, get intel, and create a plan.
Read.
Nice.
Sorry.
Nice. So, all right. Next session, I'll be ready for going back into town. Trying to meet with believers. I will, spoiler alert, I think it's just Lady Dara in town right now. I do have notes. I think some left and went back to their, because there was like a guy from Candlekeep, there was a guy from Tribor. So it's been a minute. So, but I mean, it's not going to be like you can't get the word out. So anyway, so going back into town, Lady Dar at least, and then whatever else has happened, and then boom, you're coming in town with the. So there, yeah.
All right, so
we would be seeking like knowledge of like, has any more attacks happened amongst giants?
Uh-huh.
Cool.